Hey, what's going on, guys? Inglorious Gun, and we are here with more Hulk gameplay. We have been cooking on ranked, to say the least. Not to get ahead of myself, but at the present time of recording this, we're sitting at Silver 1. I was grinding a fair bit last night, and lots of wins, so I'm hoping to hit gold within the next couple of matches. But in the meantime, I got a decent reservoir of footage, such as this, but I think I'm going to be a bit more selective about the matches I upload. Obviously, I want to adhere to my video a day kind of schedule, but if I'm going to be hitting gold soon, I might just wait and see if I have any kind of like high quality matches, in the sense that, you know, I'm either putting out a lot of DPS or just fundamentally working with my team in a way that's like incredibly visible, I suppose. I don't know. It's hard out here for the Vanguards unless you're fragging. But we do gotta block that damage. But yeah, just playing more Hulk. Hulk is so fun. I was definitely glazing this hero in my last video, but I've only continued to really kind of appreciate the utility that he can kind of provide, and you know, very similar to like how Cap is. Someone also, in relation to this, brought up a pretty good comment on another video I had posted, where because Vanguards have that larger health pool in addition to some kind of mitigation mechanic, they can do things like, you know, go fucking dive like a whole team and then jump out. I think to me that's like very hyper specific, and it's contingent on like that whole enemy team not, you know, clapping your little fucking cheeks, but I think the core of that is correct. Like, that's essentially how Venom plays, right? Like, you really do want him to kind of like web out as soon as he's done his like effective cull or whatever attempt of damage that was on the board. But you know, even then, I feel like at the end of the day, the bread and butter, what is always going to move the board along in a sense, is getting rid of healers. And this fucking Jeff the Shark, dude, absolute god. I have never felt more cucked in my life. I utterly wasted that ult, obviously, but that fucking character, man, literally, you want to talk about make or breaking. Jeff the Shark has won and lost. Not even lost. I would say like his ability to lose the game is equal to that of anyone else, right? But so many plays where he will pop, it's Jeff, right, his ult, and he doesn't even need to fucking spit people out, right, or like jihad off the map. He will just fucking, by the merit of separating them from the objective, that objective timer will go down, and before they can even surmise getting back to the cart, if they didn't already all die from his suicide bomb, game's over, dude. Like, the clips I keep seeing are crazy, and I hope he stays that way. I think it's just a really smart way to play a survivalist that has a huge impact as far as his ult is concerned. So I love the design of that. But yeah, otherwise this game's pretty clean cut. Not a whole lot going on besides green ass whooping. Oh man, I was fucking heartbroken twice. Can you believe that shit right there? Like fucking 1 health. Flashes out with like her disengage, and then of course I'm the one with my pants pulled down, and yeah, Scarlet Witch back at 100. That shit makes me fucking cry. That's the kind of shit that makes you want to like alt F4 out of the game. But we're in ranked, people are relying on us, and there's LP to consider, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? But yeah, I feel like player-wise, being in silver now for a fair bit, not a whole lot of difference in terms of like match quality. I feel like impact team-wise is still so hyper contingent on, and this is gonna sound like very basic, right? And it's not heals. It is how prominent your DPS are. It doesn't matter how well I'm trying to play, right? Or if I'm like, you know, doing shit like this where I'm fucking up their backline culling out all these 200 health heroes, which, don't get me wrong, is what you want to be doing, right? But if our DPS aren't taking out the tanks, if they aren't isolating, you know, their respective DPSs, like Iron Man, for instance, or Star-Lord, like, if you leave those characters unchecked and no one has the range capacity or the accuracy to deal with them, you might as well just, like, fucking bend over and call it a day, because the game is done. Like, and that's not even including if, you know, they are using team-up bonuses like gamma radiation and all this other shit. Go to Jeff. There goes my fucking hero, bro. I just... He had the courtesy to hawk to him me out before he sent those motherfuckers to Mustafar. Just like went right into the lava. But yeah. And then Psylocke here cleaned it up with her ult. I know Psylocke probably is like the closest archetypally to Genji, but I was playing her in you know, quick play the other day. Her damage potential is insane. Like legitimately. Like ult aside, she has like a pretty good amount of ammo in regards to like her left click or her primary fire. Her secondary fire with the burst is huge, and then, you know, kind of playing her like Panther, where you clean up kills with the dash and then use her mobility tool to kind of get out. She is a force to be reckoned with. And then yeah, all you need to do is be in a vicinity right with her ult, and as long as no one's popping a healing ult, any 200 health hero or around that area, they're fucking done. There's no amount of backpedaling. They would need to like actively escape within a second of that ult starting using some kind of like momentum tool, you know, elevation shift. But yeah, I would love to play DPS characters in ranked, because I feel like I have the accuracy to do it, but considering that is the most popular role, that position will always be filled. There's just like no intent or reason to. And I think because of that, as much as it sucks and as much of an issue as this is in regards to player expression, or like, man, I really fucking like Spider-Man, I just want to play Spider-Man, but then Spider-Man is like one of the most like high skill ceiling characters, right? So your willingness to commit yourself to this Spider-Man journey is mired with a lot of like toxicity from your team being like, what the fuck are you doing, you know? And then on top of that, a steep learning curve comparative, you know, to maybe a more simple champion like Magic. I think is a great entry level champ. She has good fucking utility with her abilities. She does good damage. I think her kit is, like everyone else, of course, pretty rudimentary and easy to pick up. But she can be played without necessarily having, like, god tier aim and have lots of impact. I can't believe that Bucky got away. Shit's... Dude, so many times this game with these these one health escapes, just shattering my dreams. But yeah, I digress. Like, even though we beat the bricks off of that one right there, definitely, at least in terms of like 1v1s, has a lot of potential in my eye. But yeah, and then here's Star-Lord in our backline. Thankfully our healers are on point, and then me and Strange are just kind of alternating on blocking damage where we can. I obviously got pulled out of Hulk form, which is fucking awful, very cucked. But did I, oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, Venom had to clean it up there, right? There was no way I escaped that. But yeah, you know, even just alternating blocking damage under that instance, like I was saying before, if we don't have our DPS there actively contesting or potentially getting a gank, right, to allow us to move forward on the board in a metaphorical sense, then we're just kind of sitting around with our dick in our hand. Everyone's just running away from me, bro. Like, everyone gets in that fucking kill range and then just dips. But, you know, out of self-preservation, I get it. Alright, so we're queued up here with our ult again. Trying to focus on the cloak and dagger. I was going to hold it a bit longer to potentially milk out more of that health deficit, but considering what a clusterfuck this is, it felt more prudent to kind of go in. Thankfully, we cleaned up that kill with Star-Lord and the rest of the team there with some focus fire, and then it was just a matter of getting Cloak and Dagger off the point. And yeah, and that is game. We of course had to. I wasn't gonna let that shit slide. Are you kidding me, bro? That was fucking free real estate. And Bucky, oh dude, getting hit with the goo and the blicky. We don't need Hulk form out here. Bruce is plenty capable. Look at that, yeah. I don't need to fucking transform. But just a free fire here at the end. But yeah, that's game. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll have more videos coming your way very soon. The support has been insane. And I hope y'all have a fantastic week. Thank you.